How's it going, guys and gals? This is Anthony, and today uh, we are here to make the predictions for Money in the Bank 2024 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. As always, if you want me to keep doing predictions and reviews of the pay-per-views, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. As you can see, Jey Uso is the poster boy for this year's Money. Wait, not Money in the Bank. For this year's Yeet in the Bank. So let's jump right in. As you can see, the first match that we're gonna predict will be going from most important to least important here. I mean, not from most to least, but we're not going in any particular order. So the first match that we're gonna predict is for the World Heavyweight Championship, which is Damian Priest defense against Seth Rollins. Obviously, Seth Rollins gets his rematch, which he didn't get because he went to get meniscus surgery after WrestleMania 40. And obviously, Damian Priest, you know, I always rise when el campeón gets into the show. Obviously, Puerto Rico versus Mexico. I know Seth is not Mexican, but his stepdad is Mexican. His stepfather legally adopted him, so that's why I call this match Puerto Rico versus Mexico. So just because of that, I expect this match to be hard hitting. I want to see these two beat the ever living hell out of each other just because of the nationalities involved. Obviously, there's some implications here because depending of who wins the Money in the Bank contract, I mean, we've heard on Monday on Raw when Drew qualified for this match saying that he's gonna win the the Money in the Bank contract and cash in that same night. But spoiler spoiler alert, I don't think he wins. And obviously, you're not gonna have Seth. I mean, Seth. Oh my God! If he loses, he cannot challenge for the world title while Priest is champion. Like, oh my God, the torture for not challenging for a month. Like, obviously, he's not winning. Obviously, the stipulation is Seth loses. He cannot challenge Damian Priest while he's champion. If Damian Priest loses, he's out of Judgment Day. Obviously, I expect a betrayal from Judgment Day to Damian Priest, but you're not gonna do that betrayal in a B show because just because based on my other predictions, I do not see Damian Priest losing here in any way, shape, or form. So Damian Priest retains, and Seth Rollins, poor little Seth, not gonna be able to challenge for 28 days. Poor little thing. So obviously, it's gonna be Damian Priest and Gunther at SummerSlam. I put the Trash at the Castle one. Sorry about that. Here we are. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. Obviously, we saw what happened last Monday night where Braun Breaker speared Sami to the fifth dimension. Obviously, ever since he debuted on NXT 2.0 in September 2021, squashing LA Knight in that first episode of NXT 2.0, I became a fan of Braun Breaker. I loved him. I loved him as a babyface, and I love him as a heel. The thing is, he's such a badass that you have to turn him babyface, like pronto. And one way to do it, I mean, but if you want to keep him a heel, and obviously, you're not getting the reaction that you want in the US, that you want for Braun Breaker, at least in Toronto, you're going to get the reaction that you want because Sam is Canadian. And in and obviously, Sami Zayn, I love when you won on WrestleMania Night 1, but you need to pass the torch to the big guy, the real big guy, to the real big guy. Braun Breaker becomes your new Intercontinental Champion. And obviously, at SummerSlam, there's a way that you get Sheamus and Kaiser involved and make it a fatal four-way. But for me, Braun Breaker is the new IC champion. This is gonna be a pretty heel heavy show, as you can see. The Money in the Bank ladder match for the man. LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre versus Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade versus Chad Gable versus Jay Uso, the main event. Yeah. Obviously, just right off the bat, I spoiled that Drew is not winning because CM Punk is getting involved in this match. He's getting involved in this match, obviously. Um, Carmelo Hayes and Andrade are just there for like the high spots. Carmelo is gonna go through a ladder, and Andrade is gonna go through a ladder. That is their job in this match. LA Knight's not gonna win because Logan Paul's gonna get involved, and that's how you set up the match for SummerSlam, which originally was set up for WrestleMania 40. Obviously, Chad Gable is feuding with the Wyatt Six because you cannot disrespect family, Chad. That's why they're going after you, buddy. So, I mean, the only obvious options are because the Bloodline can get involved and cost Jay the match. I mean, the only logical winners here are Chad Gable and Jey Uso. And if Gunther becomes the world champion, you need a babyface Money in the Bank holder because there's no way that I see a heel winning because I don't see Cody losing the title anytime soon. I don't see Gunther losing so fast the world title, so you need a babyface that can have the briefcase for a good amount of time. So for me, there's a reason that he's in the poster. Jay Uso wins the men's Money in the Bank